where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is going to be out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No. Do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the 3rd Ruben Channel. Today we delve into the highly publicized assault trial of Jonathan Majors, uncovering unseen perspectives and key developments that have captivated the nation. The trial, which has been making headlines for weeks, has brought to light the complex nature of the case and the emotions it has stirred. From newspaper headlines to social media debates, the Jonathan Majors assault trial has sparked a passionate conversation about justice, about accountability, and the importance of hearing all sides of the story. There surely seemed to be a rush to judgment when this story first hit about 6 months ago, but witness testimonies have been pivotal in shedding light on what truly transpired that night. Like what the driver said, saying that it was all her. I heard that. The driver said that. So we'll actually get into that. I know that throughout the trial, Jonathan Majors has maintained his innocence, expressing regret for the events that unfolded and hoping for a fair verdict. Legal experts have weighed in, analyzing the evidence and providing insight into the potential outcomes of the trial. Their perspectives have ignited further discussions and raised questions about the judicial system. As the trial nears its conclusion, the court of public opinion remains divided. Many eagerly await the verdict, hoping for justice to be served. So today, Thursday the 14th of December, is when I believe the jury starts its deliberation. Not completely sure on that, but that's what I've heard. I believe it starts today. So we'll get into the latest news as the defense actually rested yesterday. There's a couple of audio evidence I'd like you to hear, including the 911 call that Jonathan Majors made. There's a foot chase that you got to see if you haven't already. Take a look at that again even if you have seen it. There's also an audio of Jonathan verbally going at his ex that I know the prosecution is going to play up. But does it really mean anything and just sounds bad? Or could it be used to classify Jonathan as the type of individual that is capable of what he's accused of? So we will take a listen to that. So let's get into this article by the Hollywood Reporter on the latest updates on this trial that's nearing a conclusion. On Thursday, closing arguments are anticipated to start, after which the jury will start deliberating. So yes, it is today. It starts today. Majors was arrested on 4 counts of misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, and harassment on March 25th, the day after police were called. Jonathan has entered a not guilty plea to every allegation. After 1 day of testimony, the defense rested its case for the actor, and the New York Criminal Court Judge Michael Gaffey approved the release of multiple pieces of evidence to the media on Wednesday. Again, we're going to listen to that, video footage and 2 audios. The evidence that was made public on Wednesday was used by the prosecutors throughout the trial. It included pictures that Majors' ex-partner Grace Jabari took of her darkened finger and the cut behind her ear from the incident. Also, Majors' 911 call, made after he discovered Jabari in their apartment and reported that she was unconscious. The body cam footage of police officers entering the apartment, and footage of Jabari and Majors outside their private vehicle, including footage of Majors throwing or placing Jabari back into the car, as it had been argued by the prosecution and the defense respectively. In her previous testimony, Jabari stated that she was pursuing Majors down the street after the car had stopped in order to find out who he had been texting. This footage is also included in the evidence. So right now, let's take a look at that video footage of that chase scene, with them starting out right outside the vehicle that they were just riding in. The prosecution would have you believe that he was forcefully or throwing her back in the vehicle, and the defense would have you believe that he was placing her back in the vehicle. You do have an eyewitness to what was going on right at this time. The driver of that vehicle did say that Jonathan was not the one being violent. So let's take a look at this together to assess what we see. So it does look like he's picking her up. He's putting her in the vehicle. Doesn't look like that's real violent to me, but he's trying to get her in that vehicle. She is not going in. She is coming right out. She's right out. She's right on his hip. She is not leaving his hip. She's stuck to him. She won't leave. Now he's jacking away. He's trying to get away from her. He kind of pushes her. He doesn't push her hard, but he pushes her back to separate himself. Now he's running down the street, down the sidewalk. He's putting some distance between himself and her. She's still in hot pursuit. Another camera view. She's still behind him. He's running across the street. She's still right on his heels, but at a distance. Looks like she's not paying attention. She's almost getting hit by a vehicle. She's just determined to get to him. So I'm wondering why she would be chasing behind him if he was so violent to her. That doesn't seem like the type of person you'd be chasing them down the street. That seems so strange. That's odd to me. Very odd. But let's continue with the article. The audio that has been made public also contains a recording that Jabari claims she made of Majors during a September 2022 argument. In the recording, the actor chastised Jabari for drinking and advised her to emulate Michelle Obama and Coretta Scott King. Quote, "Despite my bad behavior and temper, I'm a fantastic man. I'm making a big difference in the world, my culture, and not just myself." Unquote. Jonathan declared. So I think this is a good time and opportunity to listen to that exact audio. So I'm going to cue that up so we can take a listen.
I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is going to be out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No. Do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
I know. I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you, right? If I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my trauma, blah, all that said, right? And I'm gonna say I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately. Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You did not do that.
I'm sorry.
Which took away from the plan. And the plan is everything. If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, hey, let's just go to bed. Which I said, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not hungry, blah, blah, blah. Because Grace isn't here. Why? She was drunk. Why else? She was clogged by whatever was going on. You know what I mean? Fine. I can take that. Fine.
So what do you think? I can see how that does not sound favorable. But does it point to the character of a man that could commit assault and partake in domestic violence? Now, to me, there's no proof of that. But it could prejudice that jury, I believe. That arrogant black man trope that can be very dangerous. That could be very dangerous to Jonathan. Now, this 6-person jury had previously seen and heard all of this testimony, but it just hadn't been released to the public. Continuing on with the article. Now, the incident on March 25th allegedly started after midnight, according to the prosecution, when Majors and Jabari were driving home from dinner in Brooklyn when she noticed a text message on Majors' phone that said, quote, "Oh, how I wish I was kissing you," unquote. Jabari claimed that as she was reaching for the phone, Majors got a hold of her arm and right hand, wrenched her forearm, and struck her right ear. Now, as I continue on, take a look at some of these photos. Supposed injuries from both parties, Jabari and Jonathan. They both have claims, but Jonathan is the only one facing charges against him due to her claims. The article continues with, the defense team for Majors has claimed that Jabari was the aggressor in the car, citing a ripped button on Majors' coat as evidence, and that she was unharmed by him. They also have pointed out that Majors went to dancing at the club following the alleged incident, raising the possibility that she may have received her injuries there at the apartment. According to Jabari, she went to the club at the request of onlookers, from whom she had requested assistance and afterwards sought solace. Major stayed at a hotel following the car incident, and the following morning he went back to his shared apartment with Jabari. Majors then dialed 911, reporting that, quote, she's unconscious, unquote, and that it was, quote, attempted suicide, I think, unquote. The actor provided the 911 operator with Jabari's identifying information and then inquired as to what he should do while awaiting the arrival of emergency personnel. Majors responded no when asked if he knew if she had fallen or struck her head. Perhaps there's a cut behind her ear. Let's now take a listen to that 911 tape.
New York City 911, you need police, fire, medical.
Hey, how are you? Is it medical? Attempted suicide, I think.
What is the location?
252 7th Avenue.
Alright, so that was 252 7th Avenue, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What apartment?
Penthouse D.
Penthouse D?
Yes.
As in David, right?
Yes,
This is in Manhattan or in Brooklyn?
This is.
Hello, sir?
Yes, ma'am. This is in
You're
Manhattan.
losing service, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, it's okay. It's in Manhattan.
Alright, so this is Penthouse D. Just stay on the line,
ma'am.
alright?
Okay, we'll do.
Penthouse D
Okay.
as in David. Don't worry about it. Speaking to me is not delaying anything. I just need some
Okay.
help, some information for the crew. They're already on the way, okay?
Oh, okay.
Attempted suicide. Let me get them going. What happened exactly? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But she's unconscious. She's naked from the bottom down. She has a sweatshirt on. She's my ex-partner.
Alright.
We broke up. I came back. She sent me text messages insinuating as much. I stayed in a hotel last night. I came home this morning. I banged on the door. I've been at the apartment for about 40 minutes now. I banged at the door. I couldn't get in. I finally went downstairs and asked the doorman to help us. And they let me in via the handyman.
Alright.
Yeah. She's 30 years old. White, female.
Alright. Does she suffer from anything prior to?
Um,
Or no, she have a
I
mental
would say she's
condition or
depressed.
history?
I would maybe say so. She has
Alright.
a history with.
What's her name?
Her name is Grace Caitlin Natasha Jabari.
Grace. Alright. Do you know what she did or what she took, or you don't know?
No, I don't know. I just know she's unconscious on the
Alright.
floor.
No problem, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get you over to the EMS. Do not hang up, alright? They're already en route, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Stay on the line. Hold on. Arrow? 639. I'm 2880 for the job number 1749.
Hello, caller.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, this is 252 7th Avenue in Manhattan.
Yes, sir. Right over the Whole Foods.
Okay. And the patient's breathing?
Oh, yes, sir. She is.
Okay, is she awake?
No.
And phone number for you, 214-601-9547.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
This is Penthouse D as in David?
Yes, sir. Penthouse Diaz and David.
Okay, you're with her right now?
I've come downstairs to let the lobbyman know that you guys are on their way. So
So they're going to be there as soon as possible.
Okay.
Obviously, if you could
What
just
should I do? What should I do?
If you could just make sure the door's open, and when you
Yes.
get upstairs, she didn't fall and hit her head, anything that you know of, right?
No, I think I saw a cut behind her ear.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 30 years old.
Okay. So if you could just, when you get back upstairs, we just want you to keep an eye on her breathing. If she wakes up, we don't want to give her anything to eat or drink. Like I said, they're already responding.
I think they just walked in.
The ambulance crew?
Okay. I think this is the ambulance crew.
Is it the fire department?
I called them on with a good,
I think that's PD.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the police there?
Hello, sir. That's the police?
I don't know what's going on. She's conscious, but she tried to, yeah. So folks, will you just keep that confidential? Fellas, this way?
Sir, you're speaking to the cops?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is either our guys. I mean,
Is it the police?
Girlfriend, I just came back home. Girlfriend,
Probably. Let me see if they're at the location. Sorry.
since she studied, I'm leaving, I just need to phone and say goodbye, Jonathan. There's no note, just knowing what happened. With this place? With this place? Yeah, I finally got into the apartment. The apartment was open.
Yeah, they're at Loke.
What?
The sergeant is at the location.
Okay, and just to confirm again, 252 7th Avenue, Penthouse D, between 124th and 125th in Manhattan?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
During her deposition, Jabari stated that she had gone back to the apartment she shared with Majors early in the morning and texted him while he was breaking up with her. She claimed that the pain from her wounds kept her awake, so she took 2 sleeping pills and spent hours in the bathroom getting sick. When she woke up, she saw police surrounding her, and she later found out that Majors had called 911 after returning home. She denied ever having harmed herself. Due to the accusation of self-harm, Jabari was brought to the hospital where she underwent physical examinations as well as psychological evaluations. Elon Raspoli, the talent agent from the WME that Majors belonged to, briefly testified in court on Wednesday, saying he spoke with the actor the morning of March 25th and that he sounded, quote, beyond concerned. He sounded distraught and worried. Additional witnesses called by the defense included Detective Ronnie Magia, who made the October arrest of Jabari, and an ER doctor who did not treat Jabari but provided testimony regarding the nature of her injuries, stating, for example, that she did not see evidence of a strong blow to the ear when looking at photos of the injuries. Majors did not testify in his defense, but that should not be used against him because the judge informed the jurors that he was not obliged to. Majors has been in the court every day with his family and his current partner, Megan Good. Following the start of the opening statements on December 4th, where the defense team led by lawyers Priya Chaudhry and Seth Zuckerman started calling witnesses, the prosecution rested its case on Wednesday. Okay, I'm anxious to hear what you think about the audio of Jonathan going in on his ex about her needing to be more like Michelle and Coretta Scott King, and him being a great man. You know, I think that only sounds cringeworthy myself, but it doesn't indicate he's an abuser. Plus, I've noticed that the scratches that he photographed on himself are a bit harder to find online than Jabari's finger bruise. There's a lot to talk about here. Let me know what you think about this case. I'll be back with more on this story and another report and article real soon. Please like and subscribe, and stay safe out there, people.